Nik Bonitto extended on a 4-year, $120 million extension. This comes in lower than what I was expecting. I think this is a huge win for the Broncos. Nik Bonitto, we got our entire edge group under contract for not just this season, but for 2 more seasons beyond this one. So this is fantastic if you're talking about Jonathan Cooper, Nik Bonitto, Jonah Elliss, keeping that core group together. And I think we will find a way to keep Dondre Tillman around too. But man, this is phenomenal news, guys. I want to know what you guys think. So please be sure to smash that like, join the chat. Let me know what you think. And let's go ahead and get into it. So, according to Mike Kliss, right here, sources confirm the Broncos have a 4-year extension with outside linebacker Nik Bonitto at $26.5 million per year, with upside up to $30 million per. So 4 years, $106 million, and can be up to $120 million through incentives. Bonitto was scheduled to make 5.35 million in the final rookie or year of his rookie contract. He still gets that plus a signing bonus. This is massive. This is huge, guys. I think that this is a very team-friendly deal. And again, we're going to be able to keep I had another one in here. Going to be able to keep our core, our defensive core. We're talking about getting ourselves in the Super Bowl window when Bo Nix is still on his rookie deal. This does that. This allows you to keep all your strong pieces on the defense intact while you're making this run with a low cap hit at quarterback, man. This is a phenomenal deal, man. I'm very, 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 very happy. All right. Ryan Edwards saying this is a steal for the Broncos. Shout out to Ryan Edwards, who's also part of the David Talks Buffs Patreon Discord, or David Talks Broncos Patreon Discord. Thank you. Legitimately thought after Parsons' deal, Nick's contract might push into the 30+ million per year, but an average value of 26.5. Incredible. George Payton does it again. Yes, I think that this is a very, very team-friendly deal. And I still think that we're just scratching the surface with a player like Nik Bonitto. Let's go ahead again and pull up some of his stats here. I think that, again, he's a guy that's starting to get noticed on the national level, but I still don't think he has at all reached his potential. And when you take a look at him, and only 25 years old, guys, so this contract is going to take him with the Broncos into his late 20s. He'll be right in the middle of his prime when he's due for another extension, which is phenomenal. And you've seen just the drastic amount of output that has increased every single year with Bonitto. Again, didn't get on the field a lot as a rookie, but then we saw in 2023 under Sean Payton, 8 sacks, okay, 30 total tackles, and then you're starting to raise your eyebrow being like, okay, maybe he can become something. I got to admit, man, I did not see him making this jump that he made in 2024 to being like an all-pro type of guy, one of the best pass rushers in the league. And that's what we saw. 13 and a half sacks, 48 total tackles, couple fumble recoveries, or a fumble recovery and an interception, rather. Defensive touchdown. It was more like a pick six, but it was ruled a fumble recovery. Guys, you can't find athletes like Nik Bonitto regularly that have this quick of a jump off the line. I think the only guy that I can remember that has a quicker jump off the line is obviously Von Miller, at least in my lifetime, that I can think of on the Broncos. So I think that this is fantastic. Let me go ahead and pull up our salary cap stuff. I doubt that this is in here. But this also makes him like the highest paid player in Broncos history. Of course, this will continue to this record will be broken very, very shortly. I do think Pat Surtain is due for a raise. Hopefully he gets one, but nonetheless, you can see right now Broncos have plenty of operating cap space for this year. Nik Bonitto, maybe with his signing bonus, you can push some of that in to this year. But yeah, we got plenty of cap space going into future years. Let me try and find that. Let's see if they got a future somewhere here. You can see, man, Bo Nix keeping a light cap hit the next few years. That's fantastic. And this does give us flexibility, I think, with our offensive line to make some additions there in free agency if we need to next year. Well, let's see here. In 2026, they don't have the totals here. Man, what is going on? Anyways, guys, I'll bore you with that, or I won't bore you with that. Let's get back to Nik Bonitto's contract extension. I'll get to a few of your thoughts. Again, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, join the chat. We got 10 comments in here. I'm very, very happy about this, man. Dennis saying, all right, 3 days before the season opener, just like I said. Dude, Dennis, you called it, man. Are you not happy? Are you not happy? I know you're happy. I'm pumped about it. David's in here. Sutton, Bonitto, Allen all signed for 4 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this is all very, very intentional, man. I think that this is a fantastic deal. Marky Sports in here. Happy belated birthday, man. Y'all go subscribe to my friend Mark. He is fantastic. Yeah, we got no distractions at all. Bonitto signing before I could finish my coffee is just rude, to be honest. Dude, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. And y'all are on mountain time right now, man. So respect my co's in here. He's pumped about it. Let's go. Nik Bonitto, you got to step it up, man, because we got to go get my friend Respect My Co's a jersey. 19 sacks, baby. That's the goal. And I saw a lot of this on Twitter saying, hey, Dave, if Bonitto signs for over 30 million, I'm going to be upset. You know, I'm not. I don't think Nick, or rather, Respect My Cozy, you were saying that there was another guy on Twitter that I saw, but I think there was a general consensus that you didn't want to feel like you were overpaying Nik Bonitto, right? And that's been I think, a valid conversation. He broke out last year, but you might want to see more of that long-term production. But I think this is a perfect deal. 26.5 million per year average, with incentives, can earn up to 30 million a year. I think that's fantastic. I think that this is a great job by George Paton, and I don't see how anybody can be upset with this deal, even if you weren't the biggest fan previously of extending Nik Bonitto, because maybe you thought he was going to get some pseudo Parsons money, which I understand, man. This is a team friendly deal, as David is saying right here. It's phenomenal. JB in the house saying, low key, I see us winning the Super Bowl in a couple years or even this year. Who knows, man? Hey, we just got to get hot at the right time. I think right now, man, my Super Bowl pick for the Broncos, or for this year, is not the Broncos, it's the Ravens. But I'm going to talk with my friend Rawhide about that here in about an hour, man. But I think the Broncos, man, who's to say we can't get hot and get another Super Bowl here in Denver? I definitely feel like we're going to be in strong contention as a legitimate contender over the next handful of years. No doubt about it, man. We got all of our top guys paid. We've handled it completely opposite of how Jerry Jones and the Cowboys handled their contract extensions, and that's a great, great thing. Now, JFM is going to be an interesting one. I still don't know if we extend him. I would like to. I want to keep all of our good players. So I'm a fan of getting him extended. We'll just have to see, man. Somehow we pull a rabbit out of our ass, get the JFM deal done. Wouldn't that just be insane? I want to keep all of our good players. JFM, he's still, what, late 20s? He's still got plenty of time here in the NFL, man. I think it's great. Ray, what's up? Saying, yes, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. I agree, man. We keep all of our good players. That's what we got to do. JB saying, yes, that's the word. We're going to be in contention 100%. But, hey, defense wins championships, and we sure got a top defense, so we'll have to see. Dude, if the New York Giants can win 2 Super Bowls with, like, an average at best offense and a very elite defense, well, I think that got hot at the right time. Anything's possible, man. We very well. Again, I'm not bearish on the Broncos, dude. I got my Broncos, our Broncos, going 13-4. Now that's drinking a little bit of the orange Kool-Aid, the orange and blue Kool-Aid. I won't lie, but hey, I have expectation for this team to go win the AFC West, man. Give a 1-year extension to JSM or JFM. Give us another year to find his replacement. Yes, and then we can have another stacked defensive line when guys like Savion Jones are really starting to come into the fold. So I think it's phenomenal, man. Yeah, 13-4, man. How about that? How about that? Oh, how about Roach? I think Roach is replacing JFM now. Roach, yeah, he is in a contract year right now as well. So that's going to be interesting to see if how many of those guys we keep after this season. Might just be one of them. Might just be one of them. Malcolm Roach might be the more affordable one. So we'll have to see, man. But Savion Jones, he's going to be a fantastic addition playing alongside all these guys. And guys, I don't know if you saw this, but DJ Jones, man, this guy was talking up Awazarike. He's got me bricked up for Awazarike, man. I'm pumped up about this, man. Um, I, I think that, yeah, this no doubt is the best defense that we've had in a very long time. It, of course, since 2015. I think that's still going to be on just another level. I don't know if we have a guy on the team. Well, maybe Pat Surtain is of the same level as Von Miller, right? But Von's just got a special place in my heart right now, man. 12-5, dude, I'll take it. Hey, as long as we're continuing to improve, it's going to be a great year, man. We got Jade Barron. Yeah, what do you guys make of him being second on the depth chart still? I don't think he'll start out as the starter. I think Jaquan McMillan will in the slot against Tennessee, but give it a few weeks, and I think we'll see Barron usher his way into the starting lineup, man. Man, it's great to have ownership again, signing and keeping our guys around. And it looks, this is just phenomenal to have organizational consistency, not to have any of that bull junk, not to have any, I guess, disagreement or different sects of developing within the organization. Everybody seems to be aligned from Walton Penner Group to George Payton, Sean Payton. Yeah. And we might have the deepest pass rush, man, in the NFL. I think you're right. I think you're right. I'm going to go with it. Um, yeah, guys, let me know, like, what are you feeling for wins this year? Your expectation for Bo Nix as well. Man, I can't wait. I cannot wait for Sunday, man. It's going to be great. Yeah, man, bull junk. That's right. Watching lots of prime. Exactly, man. Yeah, hopefully we can get a win in the win column this weekend. We should not lose to Delaware. Hot take Q. Robinson has more sacks than Elliss, who will have 8 sacks this year. Yeah, I'll definitely say that's a hot take, man, because I think Jonah Elliss looked pretty close to unblockable in preseason. Now it's just preseason, man. We'll have to see what happens. But hey, I'm here for it, man. If we can have like a 5 deep of guys who are at least getting 5 sacks each, we're going to be well on our way to breaking the franchise record for sacks that we set last year, leading the league in sacks again. The number is 70, man. We got to get to 70. Didn't we have like 68 or 69 last year? I'm trying to remember, man. So, yeah, man, everything is looking good right now in terms of alignment. Franchise quarterback, head coach, GM. There are just a few things that we're unsure about, guys, but pretty much all NFL teams are a little unsure at these spots, such as inside linebacker. Now, as long as Dre Greenlaw is healthy, we're going to be fine, man. And I still feel like overall okay at inside linebacker. Feel fine, man. So, and Ben Powers, he's probably the biggest question mark on this offensive line. Wattenberg as well. How will they play this next year? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But having those as like your 2 question marks on the season, that's pretty much the same amount of question marks as any of these other true contenders have. And I just love it. Real quick, guys, want to give a shout out here to Oh, I need to make sure I got my logo on here. Proud sponsor of the channel, and that is Profit X. They are fantastic. They are the #1 sports prediction market in America. I got a quick ad, then I'll get back to some of your comments here very, very shortly. Want to give a quick shout out to the flagship sponsor of David Talks Buffs and David Talks Broncos YouTube channel, and that is Profit X, America's #1 sports prediction market. This is peer-to-peer sports prediction where players play against each other, like you and me, instead of a sports book versus the house. You almost always get the best odds on any play that you're looking to make. They operate in over 40 states, including Texas, where I reside. So use the promo code Dave and claim up to $200 in profit cash for all plays in the first 30 days of playing on the site. Terms and conditions apply. Now, I want to show you a couple plays that I'm making this week. Denver Broncos -8, +100. Traditional sports books right now have it at like -100. But here with Profit X, I get +100. Then here with the Colorado Buffaloes, I decided to do my own custom spread for the first quarter of CU versus Delaware this weekend. What are you waiting for? Go ahead, click the link in the description, sign up using my promo code Dave on Profit X, and join me on America's #1 sports prediction market. Yeah, how about that Profit X, guys? +100 on Broncos -8. I love it. I love it. A few more questions here that we had here on the chat. Oh, D-Rock's in the house. He's saying, the Casa always gets paid. Let's freaking go. Bonito, man. We're happy for him, man. Savion might be unblockable too, man. I think we got one of the most menacing D lines out there. You know what's going to be really fun is to see how this defense matches up against the Eagles when we play them. What is that, like week 6, week 7, something like that? We got a stacked D line, man. Now, BK is saying, okay, who's going to break out, Mims or Troy Franklin? My heart wants to say both. I am going to skew a little bit more towards Mims just because he hasn't, that extra year. And I think he's still going to be getting more snaps than Troy Franklin. Because think about those 2 wide receiver sets. Maybe we got multiple tight ends out there. I think Franklin might be the guy to be on the sideline for some of those. But yeah, with Marvin Mims as well, I think a lot of stuff is going to come easy to him, not only being close to the line of scrimmage, but Sean Payton just seems very, very keen on getting him involved in the offense now. I mean, you look at what his production was the last, 6 games of the season, 8 games of the season, multiple 100-yard games, multiple touchdown games. He was getting contested catches as well. I think he can be like a Tyreek Hill light for us, man. And Troy Franklin, don't get me wrong, man. I just did a video on him a few days ago of him being our version of Jameson Williams. Now, is Jameson Williams like the top 10 or top 15 pick that he was drafted to be, a handful of years ago? Probably not, but he was still a 900-yard wide receiver, big play wide receiver, scored a handful of touchdowns last year. It would not surprise me to see either of these guys get in striking range or eclipse 1,000 yards, like no doubt about it. But if I had to put my money on somebody, right, if I'm going to make a play on Profit X, right, I'll probably go with Mims. Yeah, Mims had a mini breakout, and that has something to do with it too. BK is saying, man, our owners are great. They don't want our emotions get involved like Jerry Jones. Exactly, man. George Payton's just straight business, great guy. Now, I will say, early draft grades right now for this draft class, which is ridiculous. We haven't gotten to week 1. Man, there are some things, man, that I'm a little nervous about. But, it's just preseason, just training camp. Our punting game is going to be fine, right? It's going to be fine. BK, I'm right there with you. I got Marvin Mims stashed in my redraft league this year. We got too many guys and not enough snaps. We got Pat as well. Yeah, it will be great. I think a really successful year for Pat Bryant. I would give it an A plus if he gets 500 yards this year. We'll see. Frankel's going to snap. You already got that college chemistry with Bo. Love to see them both shine. Yeah, and I think that I mean, Marvin Mims is a big play guy, but you could see Franklin, I think, lead the team in yards per reception, like no doubt about it. And don't sleep on A.T. Perry, baby. I mean, I gotta throw his name out there. If we're talking about wide receivers, man, will he get a jersey this week? Dude, I pray to God we can see A.T. Perry on the field at some point, man. It'll probably be bad news or bad circumstances if he's activated, but you know, he's the meme of David Talks Broncos. I love A.T. Perry. Bo is going to get what the defense gives him. We'll see. Hey, what was up? I got to do a video on. I love AT, man. What was up with that Titans player talking about Bo Nix just saying, "Hey, man, like this guy's just a first read and then tuck it and run." What kind of film are you watching? Was this intentional to get in the head of Sean Payton and Bo Nix so that they're passing the ball more than running it? I wonder if this was some gamesmanship to kind of get in the head. Because when Sean Payton feels slighted about his guys, man, he's going to go to prove a point. You love that about him. You also can hate that about him at some points. We'll have to see. But it was very strange to see the Titans players come out talking about him that way, man. Yeah, absolute locker room or bulletin board material. That's what they say, right? We didn't need to draft a punter or tight end in the 7th round. Other than that, our draft was pretty good. I agree, man. Now, I'm a fan of the bong hit picks, but I would prefer our bong hit picks to make the roster. And we'll see what Caleb Warner looks like next year, man. All right, guys. Well, I got 41 of y'all here in the chat. Again, really, really do appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm going to get out of here because in less than an hour, I'm going live with my good friend Rawhide Media for you. We're going to talk about the Broncos, the AFC West, and also just it's going to be more of an overall NFL show. We're going to go through, give our week 1 picks, talk about some of our hot takes and predictions for the season overall. It'll be a lot of fun, a little bit different than what I'm doing with all my other live streams. So be sure to tune in there, especially if you got nothing going on at work. Greatly appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are what makes this fun. I'll see you guys here in a bit. Go Broncos.